Marshall here with Anam, Cara, your soul friend, here for your monthly oracle card reading for the month of August 2016. I'm downstream of Elbow Falls in Kananaskis country, here with my husband and my youngest son. They're just doing some fishing. And I'm just going to be using Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue, and I'll just start getting with the energy flowing and ask the angels to assist us for our monthly reading. And give us a card for the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. And it looks like we might be getting a little bit of a sun shower. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it holds off. And hopefully you guys can hear me because the water is a little bit loud. So, for the beginning of the month, angels, what is our message? And the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so for the beginning of the month, we are receiving the card Spiritual Growth. I'm just going to give you the middle of the month, we have the card Balance, but it is in reverse. And at the end of the month, we have the card Meditation, and again, it is in reverse. So, at the beginning of the month, the angels are identifying that we are all going through a phase of spiritual growth, which makes sense because we've just entered into Leo, which is the fire. The new moon is on Tuesday, and it really does feel like this, you know, that we're burning through really old things. We're burning through anger, we're burning through sadness, we're burning through fear, we're burning through a lot of root chakra belief systems that are not serving us, and Leo is helping us with that, and the sun is illuminating and energizing us, and it's almost like, you know, we're standing in the fire and burning, and for us to rise again, sort of like the Phoenix Rising, or even the new Katy Perry song. You know, we're standing in that fire and we're rising again, and victory's in our blood. You know, this is where we're going. We're moving into this new direction, and so the spiritual growth aspect feels as though to really pay attention to what is our guidance. You know, what are we receiving internally? What are the thoughts occurring that are nudging us to move forward in something new? It kind of feels like this is a very creative time that we're going to be exploring new avenues, and that's probably why we're getting this message of spiritual growth, because it's expanding us into a new area and allowing us to move into a territory that maybe we haven't entered into before. And they're saying that that's all like, it's like the pieces of the puzzle are all starting to come together, and this is just another week of a puzzle piece that's adding into the wholeness of who we are in this new territory. So trust at the beginning of this month that we're going through some spiritual growth. And yes, it feels like there's energy that's like blanketing us, like it's trying to, I don't know, like chaos around us. It kind of feels like there's some like overwhelmed kind of feeling, but it's like allow yourselves to move into nature and allow nature to heal, and allow us to see you know, natural law and how everything just occurs in nature naturally. And that's what our spiritual growth is so that we can flow in life the way nature lives. And that's kind of our ultimate goal. So let's allow that spiritual growth to unfold for the first part of August. And then in the middle of the month, you know, we're receiving the card Balance, but it is in reverse. And what the angels are saying is that once we kind of grow into this new creative aspect, we may feel like we don't have direction or we don't have a focus. And what they're saying is we need to bring everything back into balance. And it's not even that we have to bring it in. Actually, what they're saying is it's more that we need to see the balance, because the balance is actually already being created. It's just we need to shift our perspective and kind of look over to the side so that we can see something in a new light. And when we do that, all of a sudden we'll start to feel as though that would actually bring us balance into our life. And it's not that it's anything extremely different than what's been going on, but it's like looking at something a little bit differently, looking at it from a different perspective. And when we do that, it's like, oh, and welcoming that aspect in. And when we welcome that in, then it creates this balance in our life. And the balance is not just, you know, balancing family, friends, work. You know, it's not balancing like that. It's more of a spiritual balance. It's more of a balance of, you know, your mind and your emotional body and your spiritual body and your energetic body. And it's balancing that. It's bringing in the physical and the emotional, because we've been going through an awful lot of emotional healing. And it's time. This year is the year that our emotional body is being purged. You know, we don't normally allow ourselves to connect with our emotional body in its wholeness. You know, we work on our spiritual bodies, we work on our physical bodies, but how often do we really, truly embrace our emotional body? And so this is what's kind of coming up, is in the middle of the month, we want to bring balance to all of those. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention to what's going on in your life. And are you choosing that, or are you just allowing it to occur? And I don't mean it out of a control aspect. I just mean be present, be aware, and really bring that balance into your life so that you get to choose the story of your life. I hope that makes sense. And then at the end of the month, we are being told meditation. And again, it was in reverse. So what the angels are saying is that because it's in reverse, they want us to look at this a little bit differently again. And all I keep hearing is that it's nature. You know, we really, really need to connect with Mother Earth. And, you know, what better time than in the summer months? You know, get outside if you can and just connect with what it is for you, whether you're looking at the birds, whether you're engaging with friends and having a picnic, or maybe you're just sitting down by the river and allowing that water, the essence of the water, and then really connecting with water. And what does that mean? You know, it's a purification. It's also flowing through. It's cleansing. It's cleaning. It's healing. It's emotional. It's allowed. I can feel water, you know, and it can be strong and it can be gentle. There's so many aspects to water. So, you know, those are aspects that you can start to infuse in your life. And when you're in nature, allow that to see, how does that affect me? How do I flow in life? How do I feel things? How am I strong when I'm wanting to plow through? How do I do that? How am I gentle? So it's like apply the natural law to yourselves. And when we do that, that's a form of meditation. What they're saying is that meditation is any time that we actually allow ourselves to allow the thoughts to flow through our energetic body and our emotional body. And this is kind of key timing, because we just went through this process of balancing our emotional bodies, our physical bodies, and our spiritual bodies. And so at the end of the month, let's use that, you know, in our meditation, and allow the thoughts. It feels like we're going to be getting a lot of guidance. We're going to get a lot of intuitive information coming through. Everything's going to be heightened, and we need to listen to it. So it's almost like we need to pause a little bit and allow those thoughts to process through us, so that we don't react in the traditional old way. We want to infuse it. We want those thoughts to flow through us and allow those feelings and guidance to push us forward. So it's kind of like a moving meditation. I hope that makes sense. And so the end of the month, you know, take some stillness, take some time to respond to your life and think about it. And I don't really mean think, but I mean allow the thought to drop in to the spiritual and emotional body, so that you can get a full whole picture of the guidance to move you forward in this new paradigm. So to recap, we'll have at the beginning of the month, we are all going through spiritual growth. And in the middle of the month, we are balancing mind, body, and soul. And at the end of the month, we are being asked to have meditative guidance, so moving meditation sort of thing. And I hope that you all enjoy your month of August, that the Leo energy within you can illuminate, bring I am presence, bring that playfulness, bring that personal power through, and allow those old emotions, the old root chakra belief systems to burn away in the ashes, so that the light can illuminate of our greatness in this world, so that we can move forward into this new paradigm strong and capable, and moving forward from our hearts. That's what I'm hearing, is that it's like we're just being taught to move forward in our hearts, and all of these pieces of the puzzles that are coming in, that's the overall guidance, is to come from our hearts. So from my heart to yours, I love you all dearly, and I thank you so much for following my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment below and I will get back to you. And if you want to book a private reading, you can comment below or friend me on Facebook on Anam, Cara, your soul friend, or visit my website at caramarshall.ca, and we can arrange to do a telephone reading. Or if you live locally, you can come to my Longview acreage and we'll do a reading in my healing room. I love you all. Have a wonderful August. Bye.